Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. We were doing the simple machines and alhamdulillah we have done the lever. Today we will do the inclined plane and wedge. So what is an inclined plane? An inclined plane is a flat sloped surface used to raise a load from a lower level to the higher level. Students, a ramp or inclined plane enables a load to be lifted with less force, but the distance over which it moves is greater. These all are the examples of inclined plane. This is a ramp used by a workman to push a heavy load on wheel up into a truck. This is a ramp for wheelchair, ramp to load luggage onto an aircraft or somewhere else. And this is a slide, which is also an inclined plane. Students, notice that all these inclined planes are stationary. Inclined planes do not move. In inclined plane, the force is applied in a different direction from that in which the load moves. As you can see, the force is applied in this direction and the load is moved in this direction. Students, the steepness of inclined plane is also important. If a person uses a longer board to make the inclined plane, he or she will need less force to move the object up the ramp. If a shorter board is used, means the angle of slope is steeper, more force is needed, but the distance over which it is used is less. So we can say that it is easier to push a heavy box up a slope or inclined plane than it is to lift it straight up. The load is moved further, but less effort is needed to move it. Next we have wedge. A wedge is a device that is thick at one end and tapers to a thin edge at the other end. It is used to split logs or to push things apart. Students, basically a wedge consists of two inclined planes back to back. A wedge is not really a separate type of machine as it works in the same way as the inclined plane. Here the wedge is changing the direction of force. When the force is applied downward on the wedge, it is able to push outward in two directions. The same rule is used in zippers. Zippers use wedges to push two sides apart as the input force is in direction and the output force in two direction outwards. The X is the example of a wedge. When an X is used to split wood, the X handle exerts a force on the blade of the X, which is a wedge. That force pushes the wedge down into the wood. The wedge in turn exerts an output force at 90-degree angle to its slope, splitting the wood into two parts. Students, wedges are a part of your everyday life. For example, zipper depends on wedges to close and open, a pencil sharpener, a cheese grater, and a shovel. All make use of wedges. So students, in today's videos, we have alhamdulillah learned about the inclined plane and the wedge. In our upcoming video, we will inshallah ta'ala learn about screw. Till then, Allah Hafiz.